Two college students, one dorm room, and a boring PDF file attached to an email. You'd think this is a joke, but they turned this into a $75 million empire. They didn't build a complex app. They didn't manufacture a product. They didn't run Facebook ads. They just sent an email. Meet Morning Brew. But this wasn't a normal email. They had a secret engine, a system so simple yet so powerful that it made them go viral without spending a single dollar on ads. And today, I'm going to decode that exact engine for you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Morning Brew got lucky. 2015 was a different time. The market wasn't saturated. Wrong. People are doing this right now, today, this moment. Look at the hustle. Started as a simple email, sold to HubSpot for $27 million. Look at Milk Road. Two friends started writing about crypto news. 10 months later, sold for millions. Look at Justin Welsh. Solo founder, no employees, no office, just a newsletter and LinkedIn, making over $3 million per year. What's the common pattern? No fancy office, no heavy investment, no team of 50 people, just one laptop, one email list, and one smart system. If college kids can do it, if solo founders can do it, if people with zero marketing background can do it, what's your excuse? Especially now when AI tools have made this 10 times easier. But here's the thing most people miss. They look at Morning Brew and think it's just about writing good emails. It's not. It's about understanding the invisible business system that turns boring content into recurring cash flow. And that system, I'm about to show you exactly how it works. Let's rewind to 2015. Alex Lieberman and Austin Reef were business students at the University of Michigan. They had a problem. Business news was boring. The Wall Street Journal, dense, hard to read, felt like homework. Bloomberg, same story. Written for 50-year-old investment bankers, not 20-year-old students. But here's the twist. They still needed to know what was happening in the business world. Job interviews, internships, conversations with professors. You had to stay informed. So Alex had an idea. What if we made business news fun? What if instead of sounding like a textbook, it sounded like your smart friend explaining things over coffee? That was the birth of Morning Brew. They started sending a daily email to their classmates, just summarizing the top business news of the day, but in a witty, conversational tone. No boring corporate language, no jargon, just clear, entertaining breakdowns, and people loved it. Within a few months, they had hundreds of subscribers, then thousands, then tens of thousands. Now, here's where most people think the story ends. Oh, cool, they got popular, and then they monetized with ads. True, but incomplete, because the real genius wasn't the content, it was the growth engine. Let me show you. The secret sauce, the referral loop. Morning Brew didn't grow because of viral tweets or Instagram posts. They grew because they turned their readers into their marketing team. Here's how it worked. Imagine you're Tyler. You read Morning Brew every day. You love it. One day you get an email. Hey Tyler, refer 3 friends and get a free guide on investing. Refer 10 friends, get exclusive Morning Brew merchandise. Refer 50, get your name featured in the newsletter. Simple, but lethal. Because Tyler wasn't just a reader anymore. He was now a salesman. Except he wasn't selling, he was sharing something he genuinely liked. And the best part? Tyler wasn't the only one doing this. Thousands of readers became thousands of mini marketers. That's how Morning Brew went from 100 subscribers to 100,000 to 1 million to 4 million, all without spending money on ads. The business model. So how did they make money? 3 streams. Stream 1, sponsorships. Once they had a big audience, companies started paying them to mention their products in the newsletter. A single sponsored slot in Morning Brew's email, $50,000 to $75,000 per email. They send emails every day. Do the math. Stream 2, premium subscriptions. They launched a premium version with deeper insights for serious business professionals. $200 per year, thousands of people subscribed. And final stream, the exit. In 2020, Axel Springer, a massive media company, acquired Morning Brew for $75 million. 2 college kids, 1 email, $75 million. But here's the part nobody talks about. Hold on. Before you go and start copying Morning Brew's exact format, let me stop you, because you will fail. Here's why. Trap 1. The market has changed. In 2015, there were maybe a few dozen business newsletters. In 2025, there are thousands. Everyone and their dog has a newsletter now. So if you just start writing business news summaries, you're already 10 years late to the party. You're not competing with other small newsletters. You're competing with Morning Brew itself, with Bloomberg, with the hustle. Good luck. Trap 2. Information is commoditized. In 2015, curated information was rare. Today, ChatGPT can summarize the news faster than you. People don't need another summary. They need personality. They need perspective. They need someone who sees the world differently. If you're just aggregating news, you're replaceable. Trap 3. The technical barrier. Morning Brew's referral system, the engine that powered their growth, required custom coding. They had to hire developers, build infrastructure, integrate APIs. It was expensive. It was time-consuming. In 2015, if you didn't have technical skills or a big budget, you couldn't build this. So most people gave up before they even started. But here's the good news. You have an unfair advantage that Morning Brew didn't have in 2015. AI and no-code tools. tools. Let me show you how to build the exact same system they built, except faster, cheaper, and without writing a single line of code. Step 1. Content creation, the AI way. Let's address the biggest fear first. I'm not a good writer. Good, because you don't need to be. Here's the system. Tool 1. Perplexity AI. This is your research assistant. Instead of spending hours on Google, you ask Perplexity, what are the top 3 business news stories today? Summarize each in 2 sentences. Boom. In 30 seconds, you have your raw material. Tool 2. ChatGPT or Claude. Now you paste that summary into ChatGPT and say, rewrite this in a witty conversational tone, like I'm explaining it to a friend at a coffee shop. Watch what happens. The dry, boring news summary transforms into something people actually want to read. Let me show you an example. Original. Tesla reported Q4 earnings of $24.3 billion, beating analysts' expectations by 7%. AI rewrite. Tesla just dropped their Q4 numbers and surprised everyone. $24.3 billion, way higher than Wall Street expected. Elon's probably grinning somewhere. See the difference? Same information, but one makes you want to keep reading, and you didn't write a single word yourself. You just told the AI what tone you wanted. That's the power of AI in 2025. It's not replacing writers, it's replacing excuses. Step 2. The growth engine. No coding required. Remember that referral system Morning Brew used to grow to millions of subscribers? In 2015, you needed to hire developers to build that. Today, it's built into the platform. Introducing Beehiiv. Beehiiv is a newsletter platform. Think of it like Shopify, but for newsletters. And here's the best part. They have a one-click referral program. You literally press a button, and boom, your readers can refer friends and earn rewards. You don't write code. You don't integrate APIs. You don't hire anyone. You just turn it on. And suddenly, you have the same growth engine that took Morning Brew to millions. Let me walk you through it. You sign up for Beehiiv, free to start. You go to Settings, Referral Program. You set up rewards. Refer 3 friends, get a free guide. Refer 10, get exclusive access. Beehiiv generates a unique referral link for each subscriber. Your readers share, you grow. That's it. The same system Alex and Austin used, except you set it up in 10 minutes instead of 10 months. Step 3. Getting your first 100 subscribers. Okay, but how do I get people to sign up in the first place? Great question. Morning Brew started with their college network. You probably don't have that, but you have something better. Short-form content platforms. Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram. Here's the strategy. Take one insight from your newsletter, turn it into a thread or a short video. Example. 3 business lessons from the Zuckerberg versus Musk fight that no one is talking about. Post it. Add at the end. I break down stories like this every week in my newsletter. Link in bio. People who resonate with your content will subscribe. And once they subscribe, your referral program kicks in. They share, you grow. Rinse and repeat. Now let's talk about the real endgame, because here's what most people don't understand. A newsletter isn't just an email, it's the foundation of an empire. Let me show you what I mean. Think of your business like a building. The foundation, your email list. This is where trust is built. Every week you show up in their inbox, you provide value, you build a relationship. This is the most important part, because without trust, nothing else works. Floor 1, sponsorships. Once you have a few thousand subscribers, companies will pay you to promote their products in your newsletter. Morning Brew charges $50,000 per email. You won't start there, but even at 5,000 subscribers, you can charge $500 to $1,000 per sponsored email. Send 2 sponsored emails per month. That's $1,000 to $2,000 in recurring revenue for writing 1 email. Floor 2, affiliate marketing. You don't need to wait for companies to approach you. You can recommend tools you already use and get paid when your readers sign up. SaaS tools, software, courses. Most pay 20 to 50% recurring commissions. If you recommend a tool that costs $50 per month and 100 people sign up, that's $5,000 per month recurring. Floor 3, your own products. Once people trust you, they'll buy from you. Courses, ebooks, templates, consulting. Justin Welsh does this perfectly. He has a $150 course. Over 10,000 people bought it. Do the math. Floor 4, the exit, the final level. You sell the entire business. Morning Brew, $75 million. The Hustle, $27 million. Milk Road, millions. Why? Because investors aren't buying a newsletter, they're buying an audience, a relationship, attention. And in 2025, attention is the most valuable asset in the world. So when you start a newsletter, you're not just sending emails, you're building a sellable asset. Let me address the real fears, because I know some of you are already thinking of reasons why this won't work for you. The market is too saturated. Wrong. The market for generic newsletters is saturated, but niche newsletters still wide open. Don't start business business news for everyone. Start AI tools for real estate agents, or crypto for doctors, or marketing hacks for solo founders. The riches are in the niches. I don't have time. With AI, you can create a full newsletter in under 2 hours per week. Research, 30 minutes with Perplexity. Writing, 45 minutes with ChatGPT. Editing, 30 minutes. Scheduling, 15 minutes on Beehiiv. That's it. Sunday afternoon, done. I'm not an expert. Good, because people don't want experts, they want guides. You're not teaching from the mountain, you're reporting from the climb. Document what you're learning. Share what you find interesting. That's more relatable than pretending you have all the answers. What if no one subscribes? Then you learn and adjust. But here's the truth. If you're providing value and promoting it consistently, people will subscribe. Not millions overnight, but 10, then 50, then 100. And that's enough to start monetizing. Stop overthinking. Pick a niche, something you're curious about, something you'd read anyway. Go to Beehiiv. Sign up, free. Write your first email. Don't make it perfect, just make it. Turn on the referral program. Share it on Twitter or LinkedIn. Get your first 10 subscribers, then 50, then 100. That's your foundation. From there, you add sponsorships, affiliate links, products, and in a year, you'll look back and realize you built something real, not a side hustle, an asset, something you can grow, something you can sell, something that gives you leverage. Morning Brew started in a dorm room. You're starting with better tools, better information, and better technology. What's stopping you? I've put all the tool links in the description. Beehiiv, Perplexity, ChatGPT, everything you need. Go build your empire. One last thing. In 10 years, the people who own audiences will own the economy. Not the people with degrees, not the people with fancy titles, the people who have attention, trust, a direct line to thousands of people. That's power. And it starts with one email. So stop watching, start building. I'll see you in the next one.